Disgusting.
I wonder who claims credit for inventing beer.
Probably some random person from Wisconsin.
I don't know about Wisconsin. Beer's been around for a long time.
I know, but have you looked at the no,
You drink the
percentage
most.
of the amount of alcohol consumed per state?
I'm not. Well,
And Wisconsin is
Yeah,
just the
it's
most
I
it is.
don't.
by far.
There's
That
nothing
does
to
not
do in
surprise me.
Wisconsin. That's their
Yeah.
No, and
excuse.
their roads are horrible.
And there's a bar on like every corner.
Yeah, you went to school in Wisconsin.
Yep. There's literally a bar at like every corner. You can find bars in like residential areas too.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
That doesn't surprise me very much.
That's not too different from here, I feel.
Minnesota does consume a lot of alcohol, but not nearly as much as Wisconsin does.
Uh, with the kids. I'm getting stoned.
Thanks. No.
Yeah, I just want to refill our coffers kind of thing. It shouldn't take more than 4 minutes here.
You gotta remember, we also have that.
I did fill one of the storage bins with stone. He's my
We also have the Volt stone too.
the Magmar. No, my Magmar had a bunch of stone.
Yeah,
on it,
that gives
so.
a lot of stone, yeah. Probably good then. I just want to fill the bins on the crafting platform. Put the punch, better place the poop. Again. Go poop. I feel like we haven't
Yeah,
played for a long time.
we haven't played for a long time. It's been like 2 weeks about.
Yeah.
At least
Been busy.
since you and me played when you destroyed the boat, it was like 2 weeks ago about.
Yeah.
And then we were like, yeah, we can play on Sunday, and then we never played on Sunday.
We didn't play on Sunday. I don't think I was even busy on Sunday. I think I just played like Stellaris on Sunday. That's it.
I was playing a ton of Skyrim
Oh
on my
yeah?
Steam
You
Deck.
playing some Skyrim?
I was playing a butt ton of Skyrim on my Steam Deck because I found out that works perfectly. On
Yeah, how's that going for
Steam
you?
Deck.
How's Skyrim?
It's great.
I love
Perfectly
Skyrim, man.
unmodded Skyrim
Yeah.
is nice. You decide what those Imperials are they're just great.
You started the Imperials?
My character is an Imperial.
You dog.
I hate the
Imperial
Stormcloaks.
dog thinks we need their laws.
I just do not like the Stormcloaks. It's just
I
a
don't like the
terrorist
Imperials.
organization.
The Imperials are just puppets. The Thalmor.
Okay, well, you always play as an elf.
I do play. I play as a dark elf, actually.
So,
Hey, you go
are
to
you saying
Windhelm.
there's no
You
dark
like
any
elves
better?
in
race against
Thalmor?
dark elves.
Is that any
The
better?
Thalmor stuff. You haven't played Skyrim Hunter. You don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, I have. I just haven't done it
Played a little.
forever.
What level is your character? Do you have Dragonborn armor yet? Come
I have
on, give me
no
time.
idea. I would
No,
have to open up my.
I don't have Dragonbone
I
armor
would
yet.
have to
I have
turn on
Dragonborn
my
armor.
360, and I've done that
Dragonbone
for
armor. I
years.
thought you said you hadn't started the main quest yet, though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I got a Dragonborn
Uh-oh.
armor before I killed my first dragon.
There's
Oh,
gonna
you
be a
went
big
bought it
lag
from
there.
somebody?
I just found it randomly in chests, basically.
I think I got a big lag.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I can't open anything.
I can't either.
A pretty big one too. That's this long. How far along are you in Skyrim? What have you done yet?
I I've done the Mages Guild. Last
Yeah.
time.
That's fun.
I started the Dark Brotherhood thing and the Thieves
Oh, really?
Guild. I haven't like really started the Dark Brotherhood too much, but I guess so.
Oh.
Yeah, server crashed. That's
Okay, go
that's
restart
the
that.
first time that happened.
Yeah, doesn't happen often.
I guess the game probably honestly crashed on my Xbox. We'll go figure out what happened. Be back.
Cool. I think we should play more Skyrim sometime. Just prove your old 360 if you want. Though the loading times I remember on 360 being very long and very hard to sit through.
Yeah. Maybe I
And you
should
could
join.
spend like $30 or something to get the special edition on Xbox One. Well, not worth it.
Well, I didn't
What
really
you
play
should
much
do
on.
is get it for your computer.
Yeah, what computer?
Yeah.
My
Oh,
MacBook.
yeah, and hopefully not.
I know.
Are you making a decent amount of money, right?
Yeah,
You can save up for a decent computer. It doesn't need to be super
I'm-
powerful like mine or
I'm
anything.
sure. I know that would be cool, but I'm not a computer guy, so it's just it would be cool to get a laptop, a gaming laptop, because then I could travel with it.
Yeah.
But also, like a normal computer would be nice because I'm sure it would be more powerful.
And
but
you
I-
get some pretty beefy gaming laptops that can be just as powerful as a desktop, really. It doesn't matter. They might just cost a little bit more because they're more condensed.
Yeah,
And they get really, really hot.
I'm sure a
I
laptop.
recommend it. If you find yourself with more money than you need, get a good one.
Yeah, I'm already saving up for something, but yeah.
What are you saving up for?
I would like to buy like a gun, like a rifle or something.
Gunman, huh?
And
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'd like to hunt
Right.
this year.
Yeah, looks like the server just
Hunt man doing some hunting, huh?
Yes.
the server just up and died. For
That is the
whatever
first time
reason.
that happened.
Yeah.
Maybe I should join my server, my world.
Oh yeah, Devin mentioned that you're playing a lot of Ark in your personal time.
Yeah. Just playing single
Or-
player.
What
Yeah.
have you gotten on that?
Quite a bit. Pretty far. I'm on the Fjord War in the world. The new
Yeah.
world.
What world?
He's
The
on
Fjord?
the order,
Yeah.
Mm.
new one.
I see.
I really like
Well,
that
that
world.
means-
That's
Yeah. So that means
really
whenever
nice.
we decide to explore that world, Hunter can be our guide.
That's fine, I guess.
It's got 2 different realms, which is pretty nice. Like a,
Hmm.
it's got
Yeah.
like 3 worlds, kind of. The main world, and then the 2 realms, the ice realm, and then I guess tropical
Oh, you mean
realm.
what's it
You
called?
got-
York Tiger or something like that?
Yeah, and
Well, I think we got the normal one
Asgard,
is
I
called Vanaheim, and then you got
Oh, Vanaheim.
Jotunheim and Asgard.
Jotunheim, yep, that's the ice one. Jotunheim is the ice one.
Jotunheim is the ice biome, and then Asgard it's kind of like cold, kind of like very tropical. A bunch of stuff from Genesis
Yeah.
Part 2. On
It's
it.
got-
Like Asgard.
it's got poison wyverns in there, and then the Jotunheim has ice wyverns. And then they got-
there is
And then they got a lightning wyvern on, and then fire wyverns on the main world.
each wyvern has their own separate trench. There's also rock drake
Yeah.
on it too.
Yep, and then Magmar, too.
A lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of, and they got like a bunch of variants from Genesis Part 2 as well on the map.
Well, we'll first get our fill of the Lost Island here. I don't think we're done yet.
Not
But then we'll go on to
Lost
that.
Island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that part too.
we got a bunch of stuff to do.
Yeah, we're busy.
Yeah, like tame all the dinos.
Well, yeah.
We
Things we gotta do.
still kind of want to do that.
Yeah, Alex, if
We're
you ever
gonna
wanna,
get
if you wanna trade some Pokemon games, I'd definitely be down for that.
All right.
I'll give you yeah, Omega Ruby if you want to give me Black 2, and I'll also trade you one of my Platinum.
And
One of your
he'll give you
platinums,
that.
you would do that for what?
I have two. I don't
That's
know why I
$700
bought a
then.
second one instead of Diamond or Pearl. I was kind of stupid with that.
I can
And
give
he'll
you Pearl.
It doesn't matter which one. I just don't want two Platinums.
Hmm. I do Pearl for platinum.
I mean, you can always
We'll talk.
trade that $700 game, Tim.
Yeah,
That's for a brand new sealed copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure used is still pretty good.
Used is
Still up
about $100.
No.
Still, it's more than I paid for it.
Yes, it definitely is. It was about how much you paid for Sword. Index expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the expansion. If you got the expansion.
Mm-hmm. Have you played Sword yet, Hunter?
Yeah. I've been playing it.
I do not like Sword or Shield very much, I will say.
I like them.
Really?
They're not my favorite. They're
I
really
might not be
good
my
for,
favorite,
you
but I
know,
like them still.
they're really good for hatching Pokemon and like leveling them up really fast, I'll say that. But for,
Yeah,
you know,
all
like
the candies and all that.
actual like I think that easily has the weakest story. The selection of Pokemon that they use is not
This is a bad
gonna be
story.
that great.
That's what DLC is for.
There was like another wild area or something.
Yeah.
You know, a couple more
Yeah.
areas for
They
people.
put on the DLC, which kind of sucks. I agree.
Alex, have you seen there's a new trailer or like Nintendo had like their Nintendo Direct for the new Scarlet and Violet?
I have not seen that. No.
They're introducing a new gimmick like Dynamaxing thing.
Of course they are.
It's
That's
like
fine.
Is
That's fine.
isn't
kinda
that
like
in Sword?
crystallizing Pokemon, kind of.
Crystallizing. I see it.
Isn't that in
Yeah.
isn't that in Sword already? Dynamaxing?
No.
That's
Yeah,
Dynamax.
Dynamaxing is that's Dynamaxing. That's in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
In other games, there were what were they called? In other games,
Mega Evolutions and Z moves.
Mega Evolution, Z moves, right?
And Sun and Moon had like the like Z move things that I
The Z Power, I think they called it Z Power.
just yeah.
Yeah, good mix.
Honestly,
A
the
good way to
Z
say
moves
it.
are pretty much just Dynamaxing without the Dynamaxing. A really powerful move.
Yeah, it got kind of old kind of quick.
Really did. Especially because Sun and Moon had like every single gym type that you could possibly imagine.
Yeah,
You could collect every single like Z stone.
I mean, I like that's cool. That's cool for a little run through of all that.
Yeah.
I like how they try to change things though. I don't want the same game over and over again.
No, this one is actually going to be completely different. I have 3 separate storylines.
That's kind of interesting.
It's gonna be they announced that one of them is gonna be the typical 8 gyms from pretty much every
Okay.
game,
Okay.
and they said nothing about the other 2.
Hmm.
And they said you can start them at any time, do them at any time. The game is fully open world. It's not like the pseudo open world like the Sword and Shield where it had like these open areas and then cities.
Like Skyrim almost.
Pretty much. Well, we're using
Almost.
Arceus
I mean,
as a
it's
test bed because Arceus is the first open world game.
yeah. You gotta tell me how that is after you play through it.
It's interesting. It doesn't play like Pokemon is used to.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've from
Imagine
like
so.
10 minutes I've played of it. Also, you get your legendary like
Oh, no.
really early on in the game.
Yeah.
Like the box legendary.
Huh.
It's supposed to be like your partner, like one of your partners throughout like the entire thing.
It seems very much like a catch 'em all kind of thing, like even more so than normal.
Yeah, because you remember
Yeah,
in
boy.
Sun and Moon, where you could call these like different Pokemon to do like rides.
Yeah.
You could call a Taurus to like ride on, and like a Charizard would fly you around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to that, but your legendary Pokemon does all of that.
Hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, but the legendaries, they kind of look like they have wheels on them, and that's for a reason.
All right.
The Violet one is a literal like bike, and the Scarlet one is lizard. It's just a lizard that runs.
Cool with me.
So it looks interesting. What I will say,
I just damaged my name.
and there's one thing that it has that no other Pokemon game has had.
What is
Full
that?
co-op.
Oh yeah. Really?
There's a full co-op feature in the game.
I like co-op. Unfortunately, I don't have a Switch.
It's
Hmm.
cheaper than a 3DS right now. You know that?
I mean, it surprised me, but
3DSs are going for about $400 right now.
Really?
I
Holy
got two of them.
crap.
I do as well.
I never got one.
If you want one, they're about $400. For a
I'm
used
good.
broken one, it's about $100.
I'm good.
Reminds me.
I had a DS and I was good with that.
Yeah, you're probably
That was
good with
enough.
that.
That was enough for me.
Have we made the motorboat yet?
Yeah, we have. I don't know where you put it.
Good question.
Great.
I know he
We want-
dumped it. He dumped it somewhere.
We
It
use
was
metal
super
and we
heavy.
don't know. We don't know where it is.
I remember being super heavy. I thought I placed it down, but I just went to the store and I couldn't find anything. I remember being like, I'm putting the boat here. Don't forget about it. I don't know what it was. So, yeah.
So many vaults. Are we sure it's not in the water?
I checked. I didn't
Alex
see
looked.
anything.
He didn't put it on a Pokemon. Not a Pokemon.
There's a
Like
lot of
level Pokemon. You didn't put it on a
There's a lot
Dino,
of
right?
dino. Yeah.
I might have, but I don't think I did.
Just looking through everything right now.
I'm gonna check one of the Argentavii. I think that
Maybe
might have
near-
been.
Maybe in the castle.
Yeah,
Here,
it might be
found it.
Have
I got
like a last minute thing.
52.
I
Oh,
got
you
it.
got it.
Argentavis. Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna go put it down right now.
To go supervise that.
Supervise putting the motorboat down. I don't have any
Make sure you
materials
don't
to build it
break it.
yet. I'm gonna kill these raptors first. Right. I put it right here in the cove. Normally, it might be a little bit further out, but yeah. In the cove.
And we gotta remember, never go over to that area again.
Yeah, that's a bad
Yeah.
area.
What
That
area?
area. That one.
The one where we lost the other boat.
Yeah, you know that boat, right? You were there.
I don't
It
think I
definitely
was.
there.
Slow, big, fat boat. Make Alex slow. All
Yeah,
right.
actually, you know about the starters on
I mean, I've
Legends of
seen them.
Arceus?
Oh, Arceus?
Arceus?
No.
You just really picked random starters.
That's fine.
You got Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott.
Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott. I wonder which one I'll.
Cyndaquil is Gen 3, I believe.
Mhm.
Rowlet is from Sun and Moon. And Oshawott, I don't remember.
I think it's 5.
Sure?
I think I'm not sure. No. I might pick Rowlet actually.
They changed the typing on them too.
Okay, that's fine.
Cyndaquil is gonna be, when it's fully upgraded, it's a fire and ghost.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Fire and Ghost.
Yep, and they changed the color of its flames to like pinkish purple.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Um, the Rowlet is a grass ghost,
I might be on board.
and the Oshawott turns into a water dark.
Hmm.
That's for Legends of Arceus, which you have to pay $60 still to get.
Yeah, I'll be happy with our trade with their Platinum or Omega
Oh.
Sapphire, whatever, Ruby, whatever.
Omega Ruby.
Yeah, whatever.
That is
Got too many names.
it is Torchic, Mudkip, and Trico.
Yeah. I was gonna get a bunch of material for making a book.
Which one did you go with in those three?
Mudkip.
Almost went with Mudkip.
Mudkip's my fave of all of them, I think. Marchomp
Those
or
three,
Marchomp.
yeah, those three starters are really good. At least you
Pretty
got,
good.
I don't know, which one do you think is better, Marshtomp or Blaziken?
I like Marchomp just because someone told me something about Blaziken that made me not like him as much. Still like him.
What did they tell you about him?
I don't want to say.
What did they tell you? We're all
I
adults
don't
here.
want. I don't want to say.
We're all adults here.
He has dick feathers.
What?
He's got feathers on his dick.
Okay.
Yeah. They're clearly
That's
hiding
great.
his dick with feathers, and I can't unsee it. Did I ruin him for you?
No, because I'm not you.
Okay. Well, good, I guess. Because, yeah, I just can't unsee that. I'm like, oh, he's got dick feathers. Ugh. I'm gonna build one of those.
Creepy.
I will be right back. I am back.
Welcome back.
I asked Hunter already, but are you coming to laser tag, Hunter? Devin? Sorry, Devin.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who all is
Be
going
a lot
so
of
far?
fun. I know Hunter's coming. I know Sam is coming.
Yes.
Anthony said he might be able to show up. We say he's coming back from some vacation on that day.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll be in town by the time that happens. I have a couple of friends from work who are coming, and I think you'll
Okay.
like them.
Right.
So
I think.
yeah, I mean, I don't you never met them before, so but I
Yeah.
think you'll like them. They're not douchebags, at least.
So we should be
Just saying a lot.
douchebags?
You should absolutely be douchebags to
To
them.
absolutely be douchebags to them.
Maybe not absolutely, but appropriate amount of douchebagness. How about that?
Appropriate amount of douchebag.
I'm hoping I have one friend who's gonna come maybe later in the day. She might be like an hour late, but she's a female. I'm hoping to get one more female to come at the same time, so hopefully it's not that awkward, you know?
Oh, it's just one? Trying to get two?
Yeah, I don't want just one female showing up, but it might be just one person. But
Yeah.
I'm sure she's used to it because mosquito control is mostly male anyway.
Just like my
But
job.
yeah, I'm sure you're the same way. Do you have any girls in your job?
I think there is, but I don't really see them.
You don't
So,
interact much?
yeah, and my job is heavily independent.
Hmm. I'm
Like,
pretty
in it,
independent as well, but not totally.
yeah. I mean, and that one person that I saw, that I told you about, and she was only independent, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's for some reason a male dominated field. I don't know why that happens that way.
I don't know.
It happens.
You know,
I
it's
don't know.
No, it's the same with racing cars.
it can be a tough job, and at least mine. You know, it's
I mean, where do they work
a long
if
day.
not these jobs, right? Where else do they work?
Like, I don't know,
I don't know.
desk jobs, hostess. You know, I don't know.
I guess those maybe.
Yeah,
I
host.
feel like
And
that's like equal parts male and female hostesses. Hosts.
whenever, the last time I worked at a restaurant, it was mostly females doing
Really?
roast.
Yeah, from what my
Yeah.
sister says too.
Okay.
Mostly girls.
I think there was
I didn't
like
know that.
one or two males, but it was majority
Hmm.
females.
I did not know that. Interesting. That's good to know.
Lot of like reception jobs too.
Receptionist. Yeah, I feel like that's really typecast role kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can always ask your female friend and just like, where are all the
this
females?
job.
You know?
Where they all at?
Yeah, where's your
Like,
friends? You know?
okay, creep. Got any good friends working receptionist jobs? uh, I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff to make about.
I think you
do
already
what?
made
You
about
just-
I feel like I put all a bunch of stuff somewhere already, but I don't know where it is.
You did. You made a bunch of stuff underwater.
Yeah, now I don't know where I put it all.
There's 10 stone door frames here.
Where's that?
In this is a box inside. It's the to be determined section. First box. And
We
stone
have
door
Looking
frames.
to
Do we have a Diplodocus? I have a saddle for him. Found him in Beacon. Do we have Apache? think that's the name.
We don't have Apache now.
Actually, don't know about Apache. He might have named one.
In this
If you don't know
server?
where you put it, here's 24 walls, 5 foundations, 11 windows.
Yeah, I thought there's more though. I thought.
I doubt it.
I
So you
keep this
lost
pretty well stocked.
44 stone stairs.
Like I
You
said,
didn't make
I
just a
keep it
bunch
pretty
of
well
stone
stocked.
stairs.
Do, 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 do.
I'll be right back.
Sure. I'm sure I'll find all the things I made at some other point in this game, and I'll be like, "Oh, there's that stuff." But not today. Alright, come on, B-52. We're gonna go on an adventure. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da. I shall be right back.
Okay. Can you hear me well, Hunter?
Yeah.
Sweet. My old system.
Why'd you switch back?
Oh, well, my battery on my AirPods are getting low, which makes me feel stupid by saying so.
I'm back.
It's just one more battery to take care of, right?
Yep.
It's one more battery to take care of.
AirPods.
I'd say get Beats.
Yeah.
Do
Mine
those
are-
plug into my phone?
No.
And one more battery to take care of.
I've
What
always.
phone did you get?
I think they're generic AirPods, I believe.
What phone?
iPhone 13.
Oh, the newest one.
I think it is. I think I heard something about the 14 coming out soon, but it's an iPhone 13. What I
Nice.
got. So yeah. I had my iPhone 6 for quite a while, so I don't feel too bad about it, but I feel like my iPhone 6 still works, so I don't know.
You should just get a flip phone.
Oh my
I
god.
should have, shouldn't I?
Yeah, get a Nokia.
Nokia?
Yeah, Nokia.
Okay, it's
I
not
feel
a
like I
flip phone.
should
That was
have.
before a flip phone.
Yeah, they don't flip. The Nokias usually
No.
don't, but maybe I should have.
Or a Blueberry. Yeah,
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry?
Blackberry. Jeez.
Very close. Blueberry. Oh, BlackBerry. Well, same. No, it's still berries.
Uh-huh.
If he gets a BlackBerry, he'll look like a drug dealer.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I had a BlackBerry back in the day, back in the good old days.
Yeah, but nowadays, the only people that really use BlackBerries are, drug dealers.
Yeah. I believe it.
That's a bit of a generalization, but alright.
Well, it's like the
Well,
one of
how
the
do
last
people drug
phones that was made without a GPS in it.
Oh,
That's why they use it.
did not know that.
Well, you should have. Where's the door? I'm experimenting.
That's not good.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
well-
it's terrible. It'll be either really bad or not too
Really
bad.
bad.
For what?
The bow.
All three maybe.
He is experimenting with a really expensive brand new boat.
Yep.
On what?
It's new designs, Ooh, this is a nice drop pod I got. I needed those things. Came with a simple bed and standing torches. Very nice.
I have a bunch of storage boxes as well.
It did not. I had a sign.
No, I'm saying I have a bunch of
Oh,
them.
you do? Okay. We will need some of those. We'll also need a
8
smithy
of them.
and a forge or whatever you else need in the interior. You're in charge of the interior.
Any-
I'll do the exterior.
Yep.
I think we got a good amount of people coming to laser tag. Hopefully, do a 3-on-3, maybe even a 4-on-4.
Maybe.
If we do, we started at 3, which I doubt everyone's going to be there at 3. It's probably going to be more like 3:30 or 4. We'll finish. It takes 3 hours for that. Like that, each ticket lasts for 3 hours.
Wow, 3
So-
hours?
Yeah, I was wondering if, I don't know, I might get a smaller group of people to come to, a restaurant or something with me or something. Maybe I won't.
I'm just saying we
Maybe
could
like-
always go back to your house and do a bonfire.
We could.
like,
The problem is it's Sunday and I
some
work
pizza?
tomorrow, the next day.
Oh. You order some pizza, maybe?
Yeah, pizza. We
Do a
could do pizza.
bonfire, like, around dinner time? We don't need to do it.
Yeah, we don't. We can do it while it's still light out.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Something
lame.
not-
What's the
Not
day
super
like on
hot.
Sunday? Well, it's 70 degrees, so it's not gonna be super hot, but it looks
Yeah,
like it
maybe.
could rain too.
Could rain, huh?
Let's see when it could rain.
I might just play it by ear there.
Yeah,
And just kind of feel out whatever we want to do.
Yeah. Is
Also
everyone
depends
like
on-
available the whole day?
Probably not.
Or
That's
at
why
least
I'm thinking just a smaller
after
group
the
of
laser
people.
tag?
But who knows? Let's try to play it by ear, see what happens.
Mhm.
So next weekend, what are we planning to go get?
Some shopping. I think my thing doesn't work. There we go. I assume you're busy Saturday, Devin, with work.
Yes, I am busy on Saturday. I can do Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
I'll be working on Friday.
On Friday. We
So
might have to
about-
do Sunday then.
Yeah, I can do that.
Be fine with that. Where is this like a thing where we're all going separately, or we're all gonna meet up and then go?
I think we should all meet up and then go.
Yeah.
Want to just meet up at my house on Sunday tomorrow, next week?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, done. Simple as that.
And then maybe we could kind of pack and get ready, kind of, so we know what we already have and stuff.
I am sorry, Hunter. It's official. My headset isn't working too good.
Is it not?
If Hunter
Oh.
agrees and Devin agrees, I think it's a good idea. I agree.
I agree.
Yep.
Do you hear me?
I know that between Devin and I, we got a lot of stuff. We have the burner and the fuel. I have fuel. Devin has the tent, and
My family
think
has
we all-
a ton of camping stuff too.
who does?
No.
My family.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know what else we need. I have pots and pans.
We'll see what we need to pack. I guess just keep an ear out for a no burn order in South Dakota.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
I haven't heard anything yet.
There is
South
a
Dakota's
fire.
under a no burn order, then
There is a fire there
we
too.
can bring pretty much the same things last time.
Yeah. Focus on things that just require hot water.
If there isn't a no burn order, then I'll still bring the little stove thing.
Yeah.
Use it for like tea or something.
I think that tea was a great idea last time.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you know
bring
what
plenty of tea
hills
for
we're doing?
everyone.
Like the North Hills, Central Hills, South Hills.
I mean, we don't know what we're doing. I was planning just to I guess play it by ear. I guess same thing.
Just wander around pretty much.
I think it'd be a good idea to look that kind of stuff up and be like, I want to go here, and I'm like, all right, we'll go there. We don't really have a set agenda to go to, so I think ideas would be good.
Yeah.
Anthony
Yeah, there's
mentioned something about a good lookout place to go to.
There is a fire danger warning too.
Is there
Right now.
in the Black
Yeah.
Hills?
Yeah, high danger right now. Who
Hmm.
knows what 2 weeks from now gonna look like? But
I think we should prepare for the worst, being no burn order.
You also got to consider the fire danger on highs. I'm trying to lessen everybody from Sturgis. Sturgis just started.
yeah,
I've actually noticed that already. A bunch of people with motorcycles driving around. Just more than normal, feels like.
good thing we didn't go this weekend. Or
Yeah, I
next-
mean that's exactly why we went later in
Yeah.
August, just to avoid that.
Yes. Think to go.
Yeah.
So you might get nice people, but there's also the chance that you don't.
I mean, either way, they gotta have motorcycles, and I don't like motorcycles and the noise.
Well, also
so.
just like there's gonna be more people there. you
Yeah,
know,
and just more people.
for sure. There's gonna be, and there's gonna be more people there anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's just do it later.
I agree. I think we got a good day.
Mhm. Good weekend. I won't get paid, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's one day. Shouldn't break the bank,
I
right?
know. No.
I honestly kind of regret not going more days, but I just don't want
Yeah.
2 more days off.
You guys not get paid time off?
I do.
Not. I will. Not right now. I'm just too new.
I have like 14 hours of pay time off, which is enough for almost 2 days.
Got like a lot of hours.
Yeah.
A lot. I was considering taking like 2 whole weeks off.
Why?
I can. The paid
But
time off.
why not?
If you don't use it, you lose it, right?
If I don't use it, I lose it, and they don't pay
Why
it
not?
out.
Why not spread it out? Like use 2 days here, use 2 days there, use a week
Because
here.
you never know
Rather
we're
just take-
gonna need it. You know, if you have like a
I'd
sick
rather
day
And
or
that
take
something.
too.
2 whole
That too.
weeks off. But I also have sick time that's separate too.
Yeah. I think I technically get sick time, but I've never actually had to use it, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more glass ceiling. Hello, flying pumpkin head.
How's this boat doing?
It's doing. It's doing. I have most of the materials I need on what is this, B-52? But I'm gonna need help with the dyeing portion.
Gonna die?
Well, the coloring. Just like remembering what colors do you want, kind of thing.
Oh, you should look up a different color scheme than the last boat.
You think so?
I think so. Separate
Okay.
boat.
I
pretty
definitely don't
boring.
mind that.
Boring to use the same colors for every boat.
I agree. I concur. Making a bunch of ceiling. If you can work on what colors you want, Devin, that'd be awesome. I can work on getting this built.
Um,
I will judge your colors when I'm done. Either that or you can tell me them. I can judge them as well.
ooh.
I really kind of like the blue. That's kind of cool, but we also have Hunter's opinion on this. But anyway, I think we have everything we need for food for the camping trip, right?
Yeah, Funo's planning on
Oh, well.
buying.
So,
I think we're doing similar stuff to what we did last time, right?
yeah, I don't think we need to worry about having a material.
Oh, and I was gonna say if we want to do something else, something like a grocery store on the way there. You can do that, or maybe on like we do Boundary Waters or something.
I mean, Boundary Waters next time, but I mean, we don't stop at like I assume it's gonna be kind of a long drive there.
Probably stop somewhere to get food on the way there.
We'll probably stop somewhere to get food, like quick, fast food to get there. But
Probably.
There's not going to be a ton of spots too.
no,
We got to plan that. Because once we
yeah.
leave the cities, it's
get
going to be
sparse.
the country. So
A lot of snacks.
I'm gonna bring plenty of snacks for sure. I'd advise everyone else to do the same.
yeah,
Good snacks that aren't, chips.
I mean, beef jerky is always a good idea.
Chips all right now.
anything in the gas station is probably pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Cheap stuff. Crappy stuff. I'm going for like trail mix, but anything else is good.
Oh, Alex, did you hear that somebody beat the one challenge for Halo 2?
Which challenge?
Did you not hear about that?
No.
Was somebody issued a $20,000 bounty in Halo 2 to beat the game solo on Lasso Deathless.
Solo on
In one
Lasso
playthrough.
Deathless. It's pretty crazy.
And also turn the Envy Skull off.
You didn't do it, Alex?
Yeah, no. I love Halo 2, but not enough to make me hate it.
Was Lasso
Just one person?
solo the entire game without deaths.
No deaths?
Like none of the if you die you can quickly
You gotta restart.
restart the entire campaign if you die. You turn the Envy Skull off, which makes it even harder.
Wonder how he did it.
Um,
That's just madness.
It's all madness, that's for sure.
But he did get 20
Oh, so
grand,
the-
so
Yeah, the dude spent like 400 hours trying it.
People are crazy, but Halo 2 is even crazier.
But do you remember what the Envy Skull does?
Envy?
Yes.
I don't.
It gives Master Chief camo.
Oh yeah, like versus the yeah.
It doesn't reverse it. It just Master Chief's camo. That's all it does. Doesn't give the Arbiter a flashlight.
Yeah.
Master Chief gets camo. So without that skull, Master Chief doesn't have camo.
Yeah.
Makes it significantly harder.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them, I guess.
And a new glitch was found as well for Gravemind mission.
That's good because that's the hard mission, right? Or the easy mission.
It's the hardest mission in the entirety of the Halo franchise.
It's the easy mission? Okay, cool.
Remember, it's the one where you spawn in the council room.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody found a prison skip for it.
Hmm. I'm sure it's really easy to perform.
know, but there was always a prison skip, but they found a consistent prison skip.
Huh. Okay. Hmm.
And I've got an idea. What
What's your idea?
is antelope and silver?
Okay. Let me pull up my document here. I got. This text document. Oh my god. It's a... Okay.
Gonna make a random. I can probably do it too. A random structure to place down.
Bum, 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 bum. There's a giant flying pumpkin.
Uh,
Pum, 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 pumpkin.
You're doing a double door, huh?
I am. Definitely different design, isn't it?
It is. This boat looks bigger.
It is bigger. Hopefully, it's not clunkier. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And yeah, I hope not.
You're in charge of the interior, so you can judge whether or not you can add things to it or just add the same amount of stuff. Leave that up to your discretion. I needed something. God, I needed these.
How do you do the color region on this?
Okay, so got a text document open here.
How do you set the color regions to enabled or disabled?
On the spray painter,
Yeah. I see. I figured it out.
you figured out. Okay, sorry, I couldn't remember how to do it. Like, I think I had to figure out controller, but I couldn't figure out anything. But I'm gonna send you
Got a text
exactly
out.
what I have. I'm gonna send you a DM. You cannot read that. There's no way you can understand what I just sent to you.
Word. Got
Did I
one
send
for
you that
the
as a DM, or did I send you that
or-
as something else? One, okay, so wall windows slants. 1 is outside, 2 inside support, 5 phone, 5 inside. comma, foundations, 1 is everything, 2 nothing, question mark?
I don't know. You should make a second spray paint. Go do
I mean,
that.
if we can afford it.
I don't know. They're really expensive. Cost a couple thousand metal each.
Why did none of those work out the way I wanted them to? Oh,
And they are expensive.
bitch. Do you know a bitch?
You?
Do you know a son of the bitch?
I don't know. Do you?
Because this is what the design is going to be.
Calling it?
I'm going to call it the son of the bitch design. It's really not that bad, but it is a little bit bad.
Design?
A little bit.
For the boat?
Yeah.
And change it. If it's
No,
bad.
we don't change our designs here.
Okay.
We stick to them until they break. You're not doing the thing I want you to do. This is frustrating. But I will not quit. No matter what Hunter says. What the? What the? Nope, that's not going on. That's not what's happening here. No.
I cannot understand what in the hell this document is saying.
Yeah,
No way.
maybe don't worry about it. Without the
No.
spacing, it's like I wrote it in Python. You know, you got to worry about the spacing. So I realized that.
So not silver coloring. Remember, you can't see any of those, silver, sky, or white.
They're just all too similar.
All are too similar. Stone. If we were doing metal, probably, but metal just doesn't look as good.
No, it does not.
We got a bunch of parchment. I'm gonna try parchment.
Parchment might show up.
Brown, blue, royal. I'm just gonna take a bunch of colors.
I shall return.
Sure.
I will. haven't gotten any fights yet.
Oh.
Hmm. I'm heading back to base. What was I gonna get to the base? I was gonna get more stairs. One more stair. I can't figure out exactly how to do the thing I want to do. Might not be possible. Things Narg just they suck. Whole thing. Have you seen the last thing I sent you in Discord, Devin?
The text document.
When the Devin go wacko tobacco, and it's you pointing a gun at Otter. Yeah. Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Weird. I believe I brought ladders. Put railings. Don't know if I brought enough. One, two. Oh, it's three actually. I did not bring enough. There's no limit to what I can put on a boat, right? Like there's no like foundation limit or structure limit.
There is.
There is.
Yeah, but I should have increased it by a good amount. Don't know how high that increased it, but we can definitely test it. Alex, what do you think of this color combination?
I believe whatever you said. I'm gonna switch to my new system. Be right back.
New system coming in.
Low. Here.
Hello. I can hear you a lot better too. So you said there is a limit on number of foundations I can place onto the boat.
Is yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get a few more railings, and I want you to place what you can on the interior. And if we need to, we can always delete railings.
Come over to this little box and get this color combo.
Sure, I'll be there in just a moment.
Look at your opinion of it.
I do have opinions. How's my sound quality compared to the last time I talked to you guys? Is it any different? It's the same,
Not much.
not much.
Can't
Yeah.
really tell a difference. No.
Okay. Good to know. I'm on my way to chill.
I'm gonna grab more colors. Drop stuff off.
I pooped. Thought purple is that pink?
It's royalty.
Hmm. I like it up close. Is this
And then I was gonna
parchment in the middle of the door frame here?
is silver.
Silver. Hmm.
I was thinking about changing like the foundation, the size of the foundation to like a black or slate.
That'd
So
be
it
nice.
doesn't
Like a black and purple would be very nice.
it's on the inside.
Yeah. Wait, that changes interesting. I just worry from far away it doesn't look as good for some reason. And this shouldn't matter, but is Royal kind of expensive to make?
A bit more. We have 63 of it, so it'd be good.
Okay.
I'm thinking the bullet's not going to use a whole lot.
Hopefully not with the spray painter that we got.
Yeah. But do we want this color scheme, or do we want to like reverse? Do reverse as well.
I kind of want. I'm trying to think here. It kind of like for color schemes, I kind of want more purple than black.
More purple
If
than
that
black.
makes a decision for you for color schemes. If you want, you can add a couple accents of blue. Doesn't need to be on everything. Could be on a couple things, not everything. I think blue and purple and black work together pretty nicely.
Blue, purple, black.
A blue doesn't need to be a navy blue if you want.
Yeah, I'll try and navy.
Look at what navy blue looked like. I thought that looked good. Maybe I'm wrong.
No. I'll maybe think about. We can also do like boxes don't have to follow the same color scheme.
Right, right. Definitely change things up between different structure types.
I have 95 navy coloring, so I'll grab that.
It's all real technical talk here.
So you should just grab a bunch of dyes and bring them down here.
There's a couple things. Where's the Navy at? Hmm. I don't know. I kind of like the purple more, actually.
But from farther away.
It looks too dark to me.
What was the thing you didn't like about the purple?
It just far away. It looked too dull. Like it looked pinkish almost. But I think I like purple better than navy.
I'll try actual purple. That's the thing. Royalty is darker than normal purple.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna like royalty better than normal purple, but
Yeah.
never know. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we just won't use very much royal purple and use more blue kind of thing. I don't know how we're gonna do that exactly. Maybe just do like like here. Like we got stripes, so you can just like stripe this thing. Like the two flanks, the right flank and the left flank can be purple. Well, the middle strip will be navy, and we'll strip like through the middle of it navy and the sides of purple, or
Make
vice
these
versa.
make these like triangle.
I mean, I tried to do the triangle ceilings; it did not work.
Make these ram.
That's not like mess things up. Ramp, yeah, like it doesn't like it makes like a little gap here. I don't like the gap. See that gap between like the wall and the
I
and the
can see it
ramp?
on the normal stairs too.
I think it's better with the stairs. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with that side. I keep it concise. So I tried to do something with the triangle slope ceilings, and you have to duck to get inside.
Oh.
I don't want that.
Here's actual purple.
Both things actual purple.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thinking purple.
I'm thinking regular purple.
Okay.
Now here's the thing: do we do purple and just like slates, or do we do
Black.
purple and orange?
No, we could do purple and orange. I just don't know if that would look good on a boat. Do you want to do Remy boat or not?
I mean, now that you say it like that, the way you just said it, no.
Remy
Maybe we'll do more
Timmy
purple
boat.
and blue, purple and slate, purple and black, purple and slate and blue. We do three things.
Doesn't it do the inside wood as well as silver?
Okay, that might be good. I like that idea. Did that come across on mic?
Yes, it did.
Hell yeah. That's right. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Now these, I don't know how these are going to work.
Those are a bit of a wild card. Test one. I don't think that changed anything. Oh,
This is the frame.
that looks pretty cool with the frame.
I'm kind of somewhat like thinking we should just do. You know what we should do? Instead of like wood, maybe to do greenhouse.
Instead of the
Floating,
windows,
floating greenhouse boat.
I don't want the whole thing to be greenhouse.
So like we
Jesus.
can do like you can place like interior bits down. Like I can place down. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This thing right here, and I can just do.
I got another wolf tamed.
Is it a female?
Another wolf.
Yep,
What level?
Nice.
it's 200 right now.
That's pretty good. How'd you manage that?
I trapped it. Made like a 2x2.
Right, bring it back home. We can
Yep.
have her, fuck a bunch of men and have some babies.
Mhm. We can easily get more. I think there was a pack right next to my structure.
I don't think we need to fill this whole side with storage boxes.
I'm going until I'm out.
Right. I don't think we need that many storage boxes, but that's okay.
Looks, I supposedly increased the amount of stuff we can have on a boat. I want to
Supposedly.
test that.
Okay.
I think we should build a wing off of this side,
A wing?
the whole wing. No, I don't know. I was thinking something like this, just like off of this side, maybe just like two or the three. I don't know. And we could have the and stuff on like the glass, kind of like this.
I mean, I want to be able to see under the
No.
glass.
You can still see, because I mean,
I kind of want this to be like kind of an open space.
yeah, I know. That's why that's why I'm saying like put another one of those over here.
A wing.
You know, just foundation thing.
I'll see what I can do.
To keep coloring stuff in the boat or not?
Hold on for 1 minute. I'll test your wing theory. I have a wing. I want to be on both sides.
Sure. They really have to be completely symmetrical.
It does have to be symmetrical. It does. That's the law. It is the law. It must be. So it shall. Speaking like that kind of a wing.
Yeah, kind of, but also with the glass bottom. I think it'd
Also a
be
glass bottom.
pretty much, yeah, this, like the stone stuff, work. glass bottom.
Where are you gonna put the smithy and stuff? You gonna put it on top of the glass bottom?
I think it'd be cool on top of the glass bottom.
Can you see through it?
You can see
Yeah.
through it. Because you don't.
Cool.
I don't think the glass tints.
I don't think so
As I
either.
know.
I was worried about that when you were coloring things.
There's only one region that I haven't tested. I'll stick away from that.
Damn, it's already 7:30. Jesus. Time flies when you're having rum. Time flies when you're having rum, me boys. Time flies when you're having rum. I had my
It is
first
almost 7:30.
pop in a long time.
What'd you have?
It's just rum and coke. It's
Oh, Coke. Okay.
yeah.
There we go.
No. Yes.
Another wolf.
Another
Baby
wolf?
dire wolf.
Oh yeah, baby dada, yeah. Babies.
I actually
No
like doing
eggs.
it. That's a cool design actually. I like that.
What is it called design?
You were just doing with the triangle thing.
What was I doing?
Put a triangle thing right here, and it like lined up, so you could put like Oh great, we can't do upside down triangle.
Holy crap, they're
Doing
making
it like
me
that?
No.
Would be perfect if we could do an upside down, like slanted wall
Stop.
right in this corner.
Yeah, you
Let's-
can't do that, can you?
Be
Let's
great,
mate
because then you
with
could
this
just
guy.
like slant this out like this. We could have like. Then again, you want it symmetrical.
I should do. I'm trying more things here. The whole experiment going on right now.
There we go.
Clearly, we have a lot of crystal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not using crystal right now. I'm using just stone stuff. Give away.
Oh, this guy needs food.
Food. What is food? Food. When in doubt, make stairs. Where's the stairs? Where the stairs are there?
Jeez.
Physics allows this.
We can have a really large pack if we wanted to.
We could. We
It
might
is
even
in
want to weed out some of the weak ones.
Yeah. I mean, there's one weak one, but it's not really weak. It's a 193.
Is that like
Weak.
purple and orange one?
Yeah,
Well, they gotta
Fair
keep
enough.
that one.
Gotta keep
Yeah,
that one.
that's the weakest one.
Yeah, but we got
Unless,
it for the colors.
unless
Yeah.
we have. Oh my god, that is so weird. Unless we have like a low baby, but
So I did something with the ceilings
that's so weird.
on the boat, Devin. How do you like that? That might be the only way I can think of making that work. Besides making it more of a box. I don't want to do. I could do, but I don't
No.
want to.
The more I look at it like that, it looks more like a house, kind of.
Hmm.
Doesn't look terrible, honestly. I think
The
on both.
alternative is I just use walls and ceilings. It'll just be like, box. Almost.
Yeah. But also kind of, it gives it somewhat of a nice overhang, too.
Hmm. I wanted to avoid the overhangs as much as I could.
I think
I don't
there's
know
a-
how to do
I don't-
that.
I don't think there's a real way to do that.
Arc sucks.
It does.
uh,
Maybe Arc 2 is better.
Maybe.
Hope so.
we can only hope.
Yeah.
That's the chance.
Damn, this one's not colored.
Think of the colors.
Yeah, I tried to mix the green one with my female one,
Hmm.
but
You probably just have to get
Green-
lucky on that.
The green one was from one of like the Easter candies.
Oh, maybe that won't transfer.
No, because it's temporary colors.
I see.
no. Alright.
Black flag.
If we're gonna play Arc 2 though, Hunter's gonna have to get a new Xbox
Yeah,
Hmm.
or
or PC.
or get a PC.
We're talking about having him get a good gaming laptop
What the?
or decent.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Oh.
Having the laptop, take it anywhere is really nice appeal. But you gotta think about it's
Steam
really
Deck.
I would probably go for a laptop. Oh snap! We got twins.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Hey. It's super foggy. Alex, you're saying you don't like these overhangs?
I'm not totally thrilled by them, I guess.
You gotta look at them from
One side.
this angle right here, and it somewhat works.
I did think that
Perfect.
somewhat works. What does the ramp look like? Is that terrible?
It's probably horrible.
The ramp is terrible. Yeah, but yeah, no ramp. Ramp bad.
Yeah, the ramp is horrible. I think
If you're
the
fine with
stairs
it, I think
kind of
I'm
work.
fine with it.
It's kind of work.
I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, just so you're aware.
I'll get rid of these box.
Construction sound. So a friend of mine told me about this place, the bar, that has a bunch of arcade games in it.
Yeah, it's in Minneapolis.
You know about it?
I've been there.
Been there? Okay. Do you like it? Is it good? Is it fun?
Yeah, pretty fun. It's small. It's not much bigger than like a normal sized room, I guess.
I mean,
It's
I'm
got
fun.
quite a
It's
bit of
small.
room. I mean, it's got quite a bit of game and then arcade games too. I think it's all pinball machines.
I mean, I'm fine with pinball. I mean,
I think. I haven't been there for a
it seemed like
while.
mostly pinball, but any arcade game I think would be great for a
But
bar.
yeah,
I was wondering if you just wanted to go to that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe.
I don't know if I have enough time this year to go there or not.
This year?
Well, I only have a couple of I got like 4 or 5 weeks until I go off back to Canada. Right?
Oh, yeah. Then we need to go do it once.
You don't need to.
Well, and then you won't be here until
No,
what? Winter break?
if that. Maybe I'll even stay back in Canada for winter break.
Yeah.
If you don't need to go, but it would be fun.
And would you want to go to the state fair, or is that over your time of school?
No, it's a good time. It's just I don't want to join people.
Yeah.
Too busy. In fact, when we go to the later take thing, I'm up to wearing a mask just because I feel like that place is a cesspit of disease.
Probably.
So, yeah,
Wear a full hazmat suit.
might as well. I do have a friend who is hopefully gonna come, but she said that her friend tested positive for COVID, so she's gonna get tested.
Oh.
And if she's positive, she ain't coming.
Yeah.
But she's statistically negative. She said that like on Monday.
Is that the one?
It's the
female
other
that
one.
could come? Oh, it's the other one. All right.
There's 2 females that could come. One of them might have COVID. One of them is just gonna come up late. So
How late are we talking? Are we talking like 2 hours late or like right
I'm not
before
sure.
we're done?
I'm not sure.
Probably depends on the test when it comes in.
No, the one that is coming, not the one that
The one that
might
is
not be.
coming, but is just coming late. I think it might just be an hour. If that, yeah. I mean, I said 3 o'clock, expecting people to come at 4. So,
Come at
All
7.
right, so we should come at 4.
I mean, we can come earlier too. I might be just hanging out in the parking lot until everyone, like a lot of people arrive at the same time. So,
I'll be fine. I can always bring my DS. And if
Yeah.
and Alex, if you do end up wanting to trade something, let
we
me
can
know.
do that then.
I don't know if I'll have Omega Ruby by then because it's supposed to come in on Sunday, and I don't know what time.
We can at least trade platinum.
You can always do
Pearl.
platinum if you want to do platinum. If we want to do,
I do.
You want to do platinum? You want me to wipe it?
No.
Oh, you're fine with it? Barely done anything
I mean,
in it.
I will probably wipe it myself. So take
Yeah,
any
I'll probably do
Pokemon
the
off
same
that you
with-
want to.
I don't have anything that I want to. I was just
Okay.
using it to transfer shuttle shit into platinum.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But then again, I don't know why I bought a second platinum instead of diamond or pearl. It didn't really. Looking back on it, I should have just bought in diamond or pearl.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean,
Well,
that's why we have me,
Platinum
right?
Platinum has different version exclusive.
Yeah,
Probably.
Sure do.
It's kind of the reason why I was gonna buy. Speaking of Ruby and Sapphire, I want the version exclusives from Ruby. I'll give you the ones
Yeah.
from Sapphire.
For sure.
And I can
I mean,
also
I can
give
have
you
you
stuff
touch
from.
those.
Can also give you stuff from Y too.
Yeah, I believe I
Apparently-
have that. I don't know if I have which one I have. I believe I have X.
If you have X, then yeah, that would work because X and Y can trade with Sapphire and Ruby.
Yeah. And there's some like I think you can get the like the Reggies only if you I don't know how it works. It's really confusing. You get the
I would say it's
Reggies from Alpha and Ruby. You can get the Reggies from there, and then you can get Regigigas if you transfer those to X or Y. I think is how that works.
Yeah.
Think
I don't know how it works.
it's really confusing.
Yeah, you definitely think on if you want to give up Black 2.
I mean, I won't give it up. I'll give it to you for a limited time. We'll trade for a for like a year, and then I'll give it back. I don't mind if you give it. It's yours. You're my friend. I don't mind if you have it. It's pretty much.
Yeah, but if you want Ruby, I'll give you Ruby if you want to give me Black too.
Yeah, I think that's a good deal.
It's a game
I just might
that-
trade it back at some point.
to trade it back. Then trading back, I don't know if that's worth it because then it would just be overwriting the game. Unless you have White 2. If I
Sure
get
I do.
Black 2 for a little bit, I won't be able to keep anything from it.
Hmm. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Might not be in the cards. I mean, if like those games are that much money,
they're expensive. Black and
yeah.
White 2 are expensive. Black 2 is more than White 2, I know that.
Pokemon.
Yeah. One of these to
Look at it
be.
right now.
Just like trading cards too.
Yeah, pre-owned version of Black 2 is $100 or $70. Like these rip-off cartridges, I don't know if I like those at all.
No, there was something about those that's not good. But they pretty much act the same way, but I don't think you can trade between games with them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the danger you run with buying things off eBay. Is this the real game or is this a rip-off?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you want to get Pokemon Black 2, the original game is still on Amazon. It is $700.
Yeah. Why is that so expensive?
I don't know. I don't know where it's shipping from. Let's see.
Japan.
No, 'cause it's not the Japanese one.
The Japanese versions are always more expensive.
Oh, actually, the Japanese version is cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, this is the English version is $700. The Japan import one is $154.
That's weird. You should go the other way around.
And then white version 2 is $114.
Yeah.
I don't know why Black version 2 is so much more expensive.
Can't say I know why, but some subtle difference in
Pokemon.
the story or something, or exclusives or something. I don't know.
A
Yeah,
lot of
Pokemon.
places, a lot of stuff is inflated. So,
It is.
and it's also Pokemon. So,
If you're not doing anything right now, I was not thinking of Crystal, but I think we got Crystal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, almost a storage box full of it.
I'm gonna make some greenhouse stuff. I'm gonna replace those floors with greenhouse stuff, and then I guess you're in charge of the interiors. There you go. How far are you in Sword Hunter?
I wouldn't say too far, but I think
Have you
we're
beaten the
what?
gym yet?
Yeah. I've beaten ground, fire, and water.
Maybe some wins in.
So I think route what 7? I think I'm on.
Okay. I don't quite remember the routes, but they're pretty sequential if I remember. And again, they make it really easy. And other games, it's like go to route 102. Okay, now you're route 26. It's like, okay, which one goes first and second?
It's not bad.
Usually,
It's usually confusing, and sword and shield is super easy.
are
Yeah.
so easy. It is.
It's hard to get lost.
Well, even then, like I thought it was easy in Sun and Moon to
Yeah, I thought it was
like
easy
level your
too.
team up.
But in
Yes,
this
it
is even
is because they
more.
have the full team EXP share.
Mhm.
I think was introduced in Ruby and Sapphire. Do they have it?
I haven't played that yet, so I don't know.
I have played it. It's in there.
Okay.
Don't know if it was because I haven't played Y yet, and I know Y was X and Y are right before um Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't know if it was in those games yet.
Hard to say.
There we go. Yeah. Nice.
I have beaten in Shield. I have beaten 6. Like
What did you just say?
in Shield,
Yeah?
beat gym leaders. Looks like from what I'm looking at
You
right
haven't
now.
completed the whole thing yet?
I haven't. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Interesting.
I really fell off of the game. I didn't. I don't know
That's
what
fine.
was about it. I just didn't.
I really get into it. I'm getting like all Pokemon. I'm just going through them.
Why'd you
Yeah.
stop?
I just. The game doesn't feel right for me.
Oh,
Doesn't feel like how Pokemon should feel to me.
I just like the pixel art kind of feel. I guess
No,
my problem maybe.
it's not the style of the game. It's
what you like?
the raid battles. I hate. Hate the raid
Yeah,
battles so much.
fair. I can see
Um,
why.
game is way too easy.
Well,
Way
it's
too
kind
Okay.
of for kids. So
Yeah, but even still, like it's just way too easy. And the story of it in Team Yell just sucks.
Team Yell does suck. I want
They
some
just
edgier story.
suck. And you can see the plot twist of it from a mile away. Both
And
of
again,
them,
it's for
actually.
kids, but I do want a bit of an edgier enemy, like how Team Galactic's like, I want to destroy
Oh
this
yeah,
world and remake it.
Speaking of Team Galactic, boy, you could love if you ever get Arceus.
Yeah,
You're in Team Galactic.
I'm a big fan of my Team Galactic.
Yeah, Cyrus's grandmother is in, like, you get to meet Cyrus's grandmother.
All right.
Well, we got a pack now.
Yeah. You know that Arceus takes place before like pretty much anything from Pokemon stuff, right?
I did not know that.
It
No.
takes place literally like right after they invented Pokeballs.
Interesting.
So nobody has Pokemon in the game. They're all just wild running around, and everybody's scared of them because Pokemon
I
beat the
get.
shit
Is
out
it
of
any
people.
Pokemon battles in there really?
Yeah, no, there is. It's a typical Pokemon game. Like
Okay.
it's more of like Pokemon meets open world meets a somewhat survival game because you can craft your own Pokeballs in it. Huge part of it, I guess.
Hmm.
But there's like it's not a gym battling thing. There's no gyms yet because everybody's just selling up. Everybody's still scared of Pokemon,
Kind of cool.
and your whole goal is literally to catch them all, fill out the Pokédex. It's your entire goal for the thing.
Cool. I like it.
Oh, that's your goal.
So you're basically Ash.
Well, Ash.
No,
if there weren't any Pokemon in
you're
the
just some random kid that got isekai'd into the past. If you know what that means at all.
No, I believe you.
You just get pretty much just thrown into the past.
A real Link's Awakening kind of thing.
It also takes place around Gen 4 as well, which is a huge plus of it.
I like Gen 4.
You
There are a
can
couple
catch-
things in that generation that I'm like, I don't like Mr. Mime Jr., but other things are good.
I know
I
you
love
can
Shin.
catch. You are able to catch Arceus, Giratina,
I hope so.
Dialga, and Palkia. Dialga or Palkia. You can't catch both of them.
Always
And
a
you
catch.
have a bunch of legendaries that you are able to catch. There's a whole list of them. But you have a Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. You can catch Darkrai and Shaman. This is a lot of dire wolves. What the hell is going
Flame Hunter.
on? Oh my god.
Yeah. Pack.
He's making them.
Clearly, yeah, there's like one of them.
You could probably kill off the ones that are 200s and then like post to 200. He's now
That's your
one.
thing.
There's one that is in the coming to life that is a 230, and I think it's a female. So
You gotta check the mutations too.
yeah, I haven't done that.
Pretty-
I'm not really for that. I don't know how. So
You gotta learn.
yeah.
Breed mutated dinosaurs. Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
do you wanna finish the boat today, or do you wanna wait until next time?
I wanna finish the boat today.
Close are we to doing that?
We gotta paint it and put an interior on it. I gotta do the bottom of the glass stuff. What I gotta do. And then you can put interior stuff in there and then we can paint it. Structures. Not structures. Greenhouse. Crystal. pistol. Bang bang. I'm slow. Urgh. Ugh. Ooh. Ugh. Good noises.
I'm doing a different style of like storage on it.
Okay. Here's B52. Let's race. Get out of birdie cage. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom.
Why are you doing the Wii theme?
I don't know why that popped in my head, but I did. It's there.
No, it's one of those things that just randomly pops into your head.
I sure did. Pretty catchy. Where did that place? What?
I mean, if you want to get a PC, now would probably be the time since graphics cards are pretty cheap now.
Why's that?
So fell. The crypto miners are trying to sell everything because they all lost so much money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd probably go for a laptop. But I don't know. I don't want to
He
save
doesn't
money
know.
too.
Yeah. Well, those kind of things can be expensive, but they
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a decent one, it should last you a long time. In theory.
Mhm. I'm sure
I was
the
wondering what that hole was.
laptop would be a lot better than
So did
my
you place
MacBook.
two greenhouse ceilings on top of each other?
That may be the case.
I think you did.
What is that dino? Oh, Wi-Fi. Oh,
I don't know how not to, so
I just broke one of them, so
it's fine. I mean, I just don't know how not to.
you did it again.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how not to.
Put three of them on top of each other.
I don't know how not to. It's just the only way they can do it. But don't suppose you know what we're doing for colors.
A what?
You know what we're doing for colors? What colors we're using and what regions?
We've got a fairly good idea.
Okay, do you know what colors we're using?
I'm primarily going with purple, black,
Mhm.
and silver.
Okay, I like that. got a slight idea about what regions, but it's like I'm thinking like striping it, like from front to back stripes.
I
Basically,
don't. Yeah, I don't know about where we're coloring.
not worked.
Oh,
That didn't work.
Did you
yeah.
place on top of the other one?
Or underneath it. What's cool, Hunter?
I saw 140 wolf. Checking if it's a
Oh.
male or female.
I was hoping you saw our boat and be like, yeah, it's a cool boat. It is, right? It's a cool boat.
I haven't even looked at it, but I'm sure it's cool.
Okay. I'll need to hear.
Need some stuff over here. It's got a hole in it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That'll just happen. This arc is the way it is.
Oh, the
Question is, do I need a left wall or a right wall?
whoa.
Nailed it. It will left wall. Na 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 na. Look at that. Don't know what you're doing.
I'm painting the other wood accent things on the silver.
Okay, wood accents. Okay.
We don't have very much silver, so I want to get all of it once before.
Make sure you get the right region selected.
There's only one.
Okay, just making sure.
Like the bottom of the one of these.
I'm gonna go grab some more stuff and I'll be right back. What is this? Do you think if I played the Wii music on stream, I'll get copyright claim?
Oh yeah.
Darn. Shame.
21
really
ways
well
to
is
find
good
out.
now. Yeah. Wonder who wrote that. It was someone's job to write that movie. Do you have an Argentavis right now, Hunter?
Yeah.
Does he have some chairs on him?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'm coming
that's all I
back.
wanted to know. No, it's all good. Bye right now. Wanted to know.
Alright. And I was planning on coming back anyways.
Don't you dare.
I'm not finding any more wolves, so any more colored wolves, at least.
No fancy colors.
No,
It's alright.
they're
Oh,
all.
we don't need fancy colors, I guess, but definitely kind of.
I mean, I was just going out just because we already have females now. Now we have a pack and we're good. Now we
Yeah.
might as well get a fancy color to mix in there.
I mean, if
But
you want, that you can get fancy colors by getting mutations.
yeah,
That's how I
Experiment.
would go for it. 'Cause you go for mutations anyway. You're just gonna
Weird.
mix up the fancy colors. Hey, wood is almost completely solid.
what's completely solid?
I did.
Completely solidly purple.
Yeah, the bow. What I meant too. Very purple.
It is very, very purple. I can admit that.
Some might say too purple.
That is true. Some might say too purple.
Let's see. Maybe I'll say that.
Here we name the beds. Get spell. Not
Where's the boat? Is it in
should
the
be on the
ocean?
shore, on the closest inlet. Be hard to miss, to be honest. I'm kind of like your design so far. I just worry about don't make it too checkered board.
Just
You know what I
full
mean?
checkerboard.
Straight lines. Like, I definitely want the boxes. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, Yeah, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go with like a purple on the box.
Yeah.
I could have gone a purple on the box, but I don't think with all the wood stuff, you know, or the natural stuff works better, and the weird colors don't work as nice.
I'm wondering if we should do like have some blue doing with stairs.
Nice.
You think it's
It's
nice?
really
Yeah, like
purple.
really purple.
Want to do a like a blue bit on top of the stairs?
I think it's too purple.
And there's chairs.
The issue with
Oh, yeah.
these ceilings is I can't do the inside. I can do the outside of some stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
'Cause all of the purple on these stairs is all region 1.
I remember that. Yeah. I like what you got here of the small, was it slightness of blue? That's a good idea. I'm wondering.
Look into making all of the windows blue.
Okay. I was thinking like
Just
making
the
stripes.
outside.
If
I
you know what I
do
mean.
not like that at all. That looks horrible.
Maybe.
That looks horrible.
I don't think it's too bad, but if you don't like it, then
I think just
Use
solid
purple.
purple works way better.
Yeah. Maybe
I think so,
strips
too,
of
don't you?
black or something, but mostly
I think more
purple.
black would be a good idea.
Yeah, maybe.
Could definitely
If you can do like
do.
stripes or just a
I think you could
single,
do some more
maybe
black
the
on the
railing.
ceiling.
I did all these corners in black.
Maybe do the railings in black too up top.
I haven't done the railings yet. I want the regions for on them.
I don't know what else you could do in black. Maybe keep it purple mostly, I'd say.
Can request maybe we make like a strip of black across these ceilings. See where I'm walking, just like right across, just like black. One right in the middle.
Big boat too.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, just do that. I think that's good. That's cool too.
That was, that was- Do you know what the color regions are for that? These?
These are a mystery to me, pretty much. There's a lot of cloud regions I know, a lot of them.
At least the railings are really simple. It's just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. You can't mess them up, I don't think.
I think that works works
I think
pretty
I
good
like
with
that,
the
yeah.
railing.
Nice.
Chairs.
First, I might almost suggest just doing a paintbrush.
Oh, I got a good idea. Go. There's the chairs.
Yeah.
flags or
Not
paintbrushes.
2 flags.
Yeah, they're like sails. I don't know. They got small sails.
How do you guys think that works for the boat?
I think that's perfect. You gotta like
Can we try it
gotta make
out?
a smithy and stuff first.
Can we try it out too?
You mean
Maybe
drive it?
down.
Yeah.
Oh, we need gas.
You need gas. I think we got plenty of gas back to the base.
We gotta have plenty of gas in here then. We do not want to run
Don't want to
dry.
run out. Yeah. I mean, from what I remember, it does last a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe like keep a storage bin full of gas at least, just to be safe.
Quite a bit of gas, but
Like,
how
let
is
me
everyone's
swap.
game? Any bit of
Not great.
lag or anything? Hmm.
It's
What?
not great right now.
What, your games are lagging?
Yeah.
Yes. I suggest
Mine isn't
try to
right
open a
now.
box. If you're
Oh yeah,
trying to look out a window,
oh, yeah, mine's lagging
do it
right
on
now.
my screen.
I was just
All
trying
right.
to drink water.
Server might be done again.
Should we be done too, or?
Yeah, probably. Server. Yeah,
Yeah, I
server's
think so.
done again.
I was gonna have us all drink a beer at the end of the day today, but I think that's a good starting point. Good place to
It
stop.
is.
Let us all imagine us all having a beer right now on the boat. We did
Mhm.
it!
Hey, I'm gonna go back to playing Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. I'm gonna like go to bed pretty much.
I'm going to my world.
Your
Going
Earth
to
World.
your world.
Yep.
All
Just
right,
gonna.
have fun. I hear Pokemon. Which game is that?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. All right. What's the starter?
Torchic.
You son of a. Okay, it's good. Good starter.
I picked a Torchic and I named it Fried Chicken.
Uh,
There's
that's appropriate.
exactly enough character spots for you to name it Fried Chicken without a
Yeah.
space.
That's always a tough thing with Pokemon. You got a very limited number of characters.
So in the Diamond and Pearl remix, they didn't add a filter to it or naming stuff.
Oh yeah, that's fun. So you name like Big Ball or something.
My Ponyta is named Fire Ass,
Very nice, appropriate.
and I think the rival's name is just literal ass hat.
That's that. All right. Very nice. I like it. I gotta get one of those games.
Yeah.
I gotta get a Switch myself.
Should.
I
Switches
just,
are
I just
cheaper
think
right now
two
than a
hundred bucks is
DS.
too much.
Cheaper than a 3DS though.
I
Yeah.
have the
No, but they're cheaper than a 3DS.
Or maybe go
Yeah.
to Pawn America and buy one.
What
I
America?
want a
You could look
Pawn
at
America.
GameStop.
Yeah, that too. That's where I
I'll
bought
look,
Sword.
but maybe
GameStop, and
$150. I'll get it.
I think
I
what
bought.
you should do is you should look for the one with the Joy Cons on the side. Honestly,
What do you
You might.
mean?
don't go.
You might.
I wouldn't go for the light.
Yeah,
No,
the
I don't think I
OLED.
wouldn't. It's a lot smaller.
it is.
Screen is a lot smaller too.
But it's a lot cheaper usually. No.
It is a lot cheaper, but it's just not as good from what I hear.
Or
I mean,
get
the whole
the
point of the Switch is take it anywhere and play with friends everywhere. You can't do that with the Lite.
or get that or get a OLED. I think that's
The
like the
OLED
newest
one is
one.
like $300 though, Hunter.
It's the best one. You know,
I know, but that
why
one's
not get the newest one?
like $300.
I'm sure it's a little cheaper at GameStop.
Maybe next year.
That's where that's where I got Sword. They sold the new Sword game at cheaper price.
I mean, it's not new anymore, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was just it wasn't used. That's what I mean.
The OLED Switch is $350, and the normal one is about $300 right now.
Mm.
Light is 200.
Yeah. I'd maybe buy one for 150.
Yeah,
They
But
do have a
yeah.
bunch of interesting colors with the lights, though, which is
you'll probably be
I
buying
mean, I don't care for
used
colors.
or like the one of the first.
I was
Switches.
worried about used stuff though. To get something wrong with it, you know.
Maybe you can try and check out Pan America.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I'm thinking I just have to wait.
You don't want to wait too long.
Maybe not. They're still making them, so
Well, yeah.
it's only gonna get cheaper until they stop making them.
somebody selling the tablet for the Switch for like $150.
Tablet.
Tablet for the Switch, so like no
What?
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons.
Just the screen?
Interesting.
What?
I mean, if you can
And that'll be
buy
worth
extra
it.
Joy-Cons, and then you don't have to
Yeah,
worry about having extra Joy-Cons, you can kind of
buy the
get
new ones.
whatever color you want.
Yeah.
They're still like $70, I think.
Where'd you see that on?
It's on eBay.
Or
Yeah.
check
I
Facebook
know
Marketplace.
you don't like it, but it is.
I don't like it, but yeah.
Maybe try check out Facebook Marketplace. Then you can actually handle it and play it properly. The person would probably allow you to play it for a
Yeah,
little
Or
the
I
bit of
actually
person
time.
buy it.
Person,
Hopefully.
yeah,
Yeah,
the person that is selling it has a 99.9% positive feedback.
that's
That's good.
pretty good. But what was that?
It's
Point one one
Animal
one.
Crossing Limited tablet, so it's got like special stuff on the back, which I don't care about. I also think that means it comes preloaded with Animal Crossing.
I mean,
Don't have that.
I'll play Animal Crossing. I don't mind.
I mean, yeah, if you got the game, you might as well play it.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
You gotta think about it, but you definitely need to get yourself a Switch.
You
I really
should.
want to. There's so many games I want to play on it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but
Just get one.
then half the thing is, you got to get the thing, which is expensive in the first place. But then Nintendo never puts anything on sale.
At least when they do
Never
put on
lowers
sale
their
like
price.
15%, and like that's it. Like, come on.
Oh, their sales are about 5%. But here's the thing: they never lower the price of their stuff
Yeah.
ever.
Just
Agreed.
take $50 out of your check, and then every week for a couple weeks, and you'll have 300, $400. Then you can buy one.
And you could definitely do that.
I don't want to do that.
You have a
I need
Then,
all my money.
shitload of money.
yeah.
At this point, you're just being super stingy
Oh yeah.
with everything.
Me, I'm stingy. If I can't buy something while being stingy, I'm not gonna buy it.
What's the point
Stingy
in
man.
How do
having
you buy? Then
money?
how do you buy groceries? Do you just haggle the fucking cashier?
Oh, I buy
Or do
everything
you
on
go?
clearance.
Or do you go to
But
Aldi's?
everything on clear. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's some clearance like vegetables and fruit you can get.
Yeah,
I buy them on
Aldi's.
I'm
clearance.
sure. So what you're
You
saying
go
is
to Aldi's too?
if it's not on clearance, you will not buy it no matter what.
Almost. I mean, I still buy things that are not on clearance. I have to.
What about with gas?
Oh, I buy gas on clearance too. Yeah,
Yeah.
on
I
clearance
wonder what
gas.
gas that is.
Yeah.
Probably not good for your car.
Is your fucking rent on clearance too? The only way you'll
Oh
pay
yeah.
rent?
I mean,
Don't you,
practically.
don't you
And
live at home?
I
Landlord
literally
needs to
cheap
give you
rent.
half off.
I got pretty cheap rent.
Yeah. You're living at
Paying
home.
about $500 a month. So
It is. You should have a bunch of money.
I do. I
School in Canada
invested
is not
$10,000.
expensive.
School in Canada, I got $4,500 a year. They pay on it. So a chunk.
Yeah, that's still not a lot.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Sell one of your DSs and buy a Switch.
Don't think too hard.
But if I still have one of my DSs, I can't trade with myself.
Yeah, I know that's a pretty big downside.
There's a pretty
Then
big
sell
difference.
something else.
That's pretty big
I'll think about
downside.
it. I'll think about it. All right.
That's the thing. That's the thing that's super good with about the Switch though is don't really have to buy a second Switch to trade with yourself.
Do you not?
You don't?
Oh,
How do you trade with yourself then?
just go through Pokemon Home.
Oh,
Links the games automatically. If you have stuff in like your boxes, it just uploads your entire box to the game.
I thought there's
You can
something
just
sketchy about
just
that
swap.
service, though.
It's Nintendo. It's run by Niantic.
Yeah, but I thought there's something like you gotta pay a lot for it or something.
It's if you want to go from the DS's to the thing. It says specifically on the app. It's like if you want to do this, you have to buy like a subscription service
Yeah.
in order to transfer stuff from the DS's. I'm looking at it right now on the thing.
All right.
It's free. I pay nothing for it. I don't
All
want to
right.
transfer stuff on the DS's because it's entirely not worth paying for it.
There's
I don't even
another
know how
perk
much.
of the Switch. You don't have to
Yeah.
trade.
You can
I'll-
trade if you can trade versions. That's only
I'll
if you
think
have.
about it.
It's only if you have like both versions. But also that the like new games, you should be able to just trade like everything.
Or you can always get a second job and just,
No,
save
yeah,
more
great.
money.
Yeah, those are always good. Having a second or third job, I love it.
Yeah. Just what's cheaper? Is it U.S. dollars or Canadian dollars?
One US dollar is like 1.3 Canadian dollars
Okay, so just
usually.
buy a Switch in Canada.
Well, I mean, in Canada, it's not $200; it's $250. So
Okay. Got the
I'll think
price and
about it.
see if it's cheaper.
I'll
Or just
think about it.
go to like Brazil or something or Venezuela. Buy a Switch.
Alex will think about it.
Oh, buy a Switch.
I,
So
I
we
just got
won't.
money on a
What is there to
new
think about?
a new
Alex
Want a
phone,
Switch?
won't
so
buy
I'm like,
it?
Want a Switch? You have money, so buy a Switch.
Yeah.
It works.
I invest my money, so I make more money with my money.
But then what are you
But
gonna
that
do with that money? Are you just gonna be one of those turn out to be one of those stingy billionaires that just wants more money and doesn't
Well,
spend it on
ideally, I
anything?
buy a house.
money's no good if you don't buy it.
Are
Buy
you gonna
anything with it.
you're just gonna be super stingy and you're not gonna help
Are
the
you gonna
economy?
are you
Screw
gonna
the
Put
be
more money
economy.
back
super
into the
are
economy?
you gonna be like a millionaire but be super cheap so you don't
Be-
really spend any of it?
You're
I
gonna
mean,
be
that's
one of
fine by
those
me
people.
if you're
Nice.
offering.
You're gonna be one of those people. Great.
But you won't actually be a millionaire because you're not spending it. So
Fine by me. I don't have to worry about paying for food. I'm fine by that.
but
But
you're
then
gonna be
he's not gonna help anybody with that money because
but
he's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
be
like, it's
super cheap.
mine.
Yeah, I'm fine with being cheap. That's fine by me. It's better to live that way. I don't have to, lose all my money and I'm broke.
I mean you
I
can
want to
do
invest
both.
it, make money off my money, and then,
You can do
use it
both.
to retire so I don't work anymore.
You can do both.
Can you?
Saving, investing, and spending.
You just
I'm
got
not
to
sure
do
you
it in
can.
moderation without being like stingy to the point of like owning anything.
Hmm
Yeah.
Also, you also want to
Otherwise,
live no life. You know, you don't want to just save your money and put it away and then regret it at a later
I
date.
think
And
there's
it's like,
ways to
oh,
live your life without spending a lot of money.
Yeah, but you
I don't
don't
think you
want to.
need
You
to.
don't want to be starting to spend your money when you're 60.
yeah,
You don't want to just be starting to live your life at 60 when you're done with work.
That's what I'm saying. I
Mhm.
don't think you need to spend money to live your life. I don't think you need to.
No, but you don't want to be. You see, you don't want to be
I mean,
60 and you just have all this money and you don't know what to do with it because you give
you were
money to the point
safe.
where you just do not know what to do with it.
I don't seem like it's such a bad thing to me.
It's not a bad thing, but it's like make stupid purchases. You're
I'm not
younger.
gonna make stupid purchases. I
Like
actually want to buy a house.
money will
That's all I
come
want.
in, money will come back.
Will
Like
it?
you only live once, so yeah.
Exactly.
YOLO? I'm not gonna do that.
Why
I need
not?
at least, $10,000 in my checking and $20,000 in my savings. I need like $20,000 in investments at least.
So you mean
Okay, well then
0?
do that and like spending their money.
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Then say
I gotta get that money
do
first.
what Hunter said earlier and just take some of your paycheck, budget, put it in like a little separate account or something,
Yeah, and
and then
only
That's what I
save
you.
up
do.
to buy a Switch, and then you can do that. Then
Yeah,
you
I
can buy
budget.
a
I just don't
Switch,
have
and
to
and
name
you
actually
it,
won't
budget.
feel
and
and then
name
you
it,
won't feel bad about it because you saved and you budgeted.
yeah, name it like the Switch. You know, I think you can name accounts. Just
I mean,
name it Switch.
I do. I mean, I just don't spend the money because I'm using it for school or food
That's not a
or
Switch
housing.
account. That's just an everything account.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I need those things. I can't spend money on a Switch and then not have money for food. Like my roommate keeps asking me for loans for his rent because he can't afford rent because he bought a Switch and he bought games and stuff. He bought the new
well,
Destiny 2 DLC every
yeah.
time it comes out with a new DLC.
I mean, yeah. If you can't buy the essentials, then don't buy a Switch. But
Exactly.
if you can buy essentials and you can afford the Switch, then buy the Switch. You know, it's like
It sounds
Either
like
if
that
you
you
or
can
can
invest
afford
my
it,
afford to
money.
buy the Switch.
if you can afford it, what's
I'd
the
rather
problem?
invest my money so I can afford to buy more Switches a month.
What are you investing your money in? You know.
I got what's it called? Mutual fund.
Okay.
I mean, it's smart, but you also want
Slow
to.
growth.
Then how much more money do you have after that?
I mean, hopefully I'll have at least twice the amount, not like 4 or 5 times. By the time I'm like, 40, I think it's I said something like that. Enough to buy a house with for sure.
I'm hoping the housing market crashes so houses are
Yeah,
cheap.
that'd be nice.
I don't know. I've heard different things.
People keep inventing things about the economy, and people, have people invent economics, and that doesn't exist. You know,
Well,
Yeah,
people are just trying to invent new things so that the economy doesn't collapse right now.
basically, it's all an invented
They're
system.
just
It
so
doesn't
what they're
exist in
doing
nature.
just
who
they
knows?
just
Not
keep
at
And
all.
then,
trying to overinflate the economy so that it
are,
doesn't collapse because they know if they stop it'll just collapse and they'll all lose all of their money.
yeah, and then money's worthless, and then
Not if the economy collapses. If the economy collapses, the money from the rich people just get distributed like everywhere. It's all the rich people that don't want it to happen. The stock market will crash again.
yeah,
Yeah, it happens.
Like housing market will crash and all the like real estate and everything will crash. If housing market crashes, rent goes down.
I don't mind rent going down.
I mean, right now rent is going up, so
Yeah. Walmart might be causing like a grocery market crash in the US too.
what?
Walmart's talking about lowering all of the prices on everything because they aren't making a profit because nobody can afford to buy anything.
No one wants to buy anything at Walmart.
Yeah, it's
That's the
Walmart.
point because everybody like the prices of everything are going up so much.
I just
People aren't
I
able
kept
to
my
afford
club.
to buy stuff. I do too. I want to go to Walmart.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
if Walmart does it, everybody's gonna go where everything is cheaper.
People already go to Walmart.
If Walmart
I mean, some
starts
people
lowering their
do.
prices, everybody's gonna go to Walmart because it's gonna be significantly cheaper than not
Yeah.
going to Walmart.
I mean, that's the whole idea about capitalist economy. You've got to compete for prices.
If Walmart lowers their prices, it's gonna cause Target and Cub and everything else to probably lower their prices.
Ideally,
And
they can
you
afford
got
it
Sam's Club,
themselves.
which is owned by Walmart, is also gonna probably lower their prices at that point too.
Yeah,
Cause Costco to lower their prices.
that's ideal, the ideal situation, but it's not always the reality.
I mean, Costco maybe, but probably not because their whole thing is the membership.
I know,
They'll
but
lower their prices
Sam's
and
Club is the
then
same.
lower the
Sam's Club is
wages
the
of their
same
workers.
as
Yeah, true.
Costco, and Sam's Club is owned by Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, if Walmart probably lowers their prices, they could lower the prices at Sam's Club as well. Since Sam's Club is a direct competitor of Costco, Costco would probably be forced to lower their prices.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, they'll lower the wages of the workers. And like,
But
you're not
Yeah, that
helping.
too. And
they could.
I'm good right
They
now
really
with
could.
my job.
But I don't know. Those membership grocery stores, like Sam's Club and Costco, they don't really make a bunch of money on